I'm about to tell you the 3-step strategy that I'm using to quit my 9 to 5. Yes, I'm currently using this because I'm still at my 9 to 5, but I'm closer than I ever was before. And that's all because of this 3-step strategy that I'm using to build my business, and I started it with literally $0. So I've broken this video down into 3 segments to better help you understand and be able to put in these actionable steps. We're going to start with segment 1, the mindset reset. So this is the stage where you decide you're going to do this, where you decide that you can do this. You don't need everything to be perfect. You just need to decide that you can do this and that you will. You don't need to save up $6 million to start, and you don't need everything to be perfect. You just need to decide that you can do this and that you will do this. That is the first step. Now we're going to move into segment 2, which is the $0 low cost blueprint. When I started my Kindle business, I didn't really spend nothing up front. It was just ideas until I got an order. Then I had to buy some shipping supplies. So I first got the Kindle, and then I was inspired by seeing all the girls decorate their Kindle. I was inspired way before I even got the Kindle, and I started buying Kindle supplies. This is all my Kindle decorations. I started buying Kindle decorations and stuff so that I could decorate my Kindle when it gets here. I got a lot of stickers. I got like different sticker packs, but I didn't see anything that screamed me, so I was like, let me make my own. I originally made this Kindle insert for me, and then I was like, hey, they're asking me how did I decorate my Kindle. After I posted my Kindle decoration video, the girls on TikTok was asking me where did I get my decorations from and all that stuff. So that sparked my idea for my Kindle inserts, and now I just expanded my inventory to beads so that I can create Kindle accessories like these. I went out and bought these beads. Actually, let me show you the beads. These are only some of the beads that I bought so that I can start making these type of charms and accessories that you can hang on your Kindle, that you can hang on your purse, or wherever, your phone, wherever you want to hang it. And the reason that this all made sense for me was because it was easy, it was fun, and it didn't cost no money. Like, I was able to start making them before I even bought anything. I just started making them. I made a TikTok shop, made an Etsy shop, and I posted it on there. I use Canva, which is free. I use Etsy, which is free. You don't have to pay anything up front, but they do take a portion of your sales. But I use all these free avenues to get orders that really gave me money. I really have money deposited into my bank account because I chose to do something creative with a hobby of mine, which is Kindles, and being creative is another hobby of mine. And then even if you're interested in doing Kindle inserts or anything like that, like templates or anything, it can be digital. It don't have to be physical. I chose physical products. It's fun for me. You will have to brainstorm your hobbies. This is how you're able to start with $0, because if you have a hobby, it's most likely that you have everything that you need for that hobby to do that hobby. I encourage you to spend like 30 minutes brainstorming all your hobbies. Write down everything that you like, even if it don't make sense. If you like pink, write down pink. If you like a certain smell, write down a certain smell. Write down everything you like, including your hobbies. Everything you could think of, you're gonna brainstorm it. Then what I did with this list is I went down the list and I looked at each thing that I like. So say for instance, I like journaling, I like pink, I like glittery stuff. You will have to brainstorm all your hobbies. Most likely if you have hobbies, you already have the things you need to do those hobbies. So if you are an artist and you like drawing, if you like coloring, if you like painting, if you like taking pictures, you probably have an iPhone with a camera. You probably have markers. You probably have drawing paper. Write down all your hobbies, and then which one do you enjoy the most? Which one can you do every day, all day? Let's say one of your hobbies is journaling. From journaling, you'll take that and you'll write down a few things that can come from that you can make money from. A blog. It's plenty of ways to find out how to do a free blog without having to pay for anything, even if you want to upgrade eventually, but we're just starting with $0. A blog is an option. Then journal templates. You can make journal templates, and this could be digital. It could be a 100% profit. You will be bringing home most, if not all, of the profit, because you could do it as a digital product. Many different things can come from journaling. Journal stickers you can make, and this is all digital, so you won't really have to spend anything. If you want to take it a step further and do like printed journal templates, I'm sure you might already have a computer, you might already have a printer and paper. So there you go. If you go that road, you would have to pay for shipping supplies. These are just a few things that can come from a hobby like journaling that you don't have to pay for. I encourage you to spend 30 minutes writing down your hobbies and brainstorming what could come from these things as a side hustle or a business. And you can always scale. You don't have to build Rome in a day, as they say. Rome wasn't built in a day, or whatever they say. And then after that, I encourage you every day, whenever you get some free time, dedicate 30 minutes to building this side hustle or building this business of yours. Because it's not going to build itself, but you don't have to build it all in a day. And now that you've picked your hobby, now that you've picked your side hustle or your business that you want to start, I recommend starting on a free platform and then working your way up to your Shopify or working your way up to your Wix website. Because if you open up a Shopify or a Wix website, you're going to have to pay for that website every month, and you're going to have to pay for the domain every year. The domain, if you don't know, let's say I have a website, theroyalbaddie.com. That is the domain. If you want to go that route, you can go that route if you have the money. I'm not trying to discourage you from going that route. This is just a zero cost blueprint that I'm giving to you, so you can start with the least money up front, if any. And with Etsy or even TikTok Shop, there is a zero upfront cost to you, and then they already have people on the platform, so a piece of your marketing is done for you because it's already eyes on the platform. But you do want to get good at marketing, and eventually you do want to branch off into something that you own, so that it can never be ripped from you. Now we're gonna move into the last and final segment, segment 3, the launch and learn strategy. In the beginning of the video, I told you that this is the 3-step strategy that I'm using to quit my 9-to-5. Now, I had to realize that the goal is not to quit immediately. The goal isn't to quit immediately, is to build consistency and to collect data. You want to build consistency in your action, your work ethic, your discipline, and you also want to know what your audience is saying in the comments of wherever you're posting. If you're posting, you want to know what they're saying about your products. You want their feedback. You want to see what they're liking, what's selling the most, what's popular in your side hustle or your business, what has the most eyes on it, what is ordered the most, what is your audience interested in. The goal is consistent action. The end goal is to be able to quit. The end goal is to quit that 9-to-5. But right now, we're in a building phase, so we have to build. We got to show ourselves that we do this. We true to this. Assuming that you are promoting yourself or marketing your business on social media, by you paying attention to your analytics from those videos, and by you paying attention to your sales data. If you don't know what analytics is, it's the shares, the likes, the comments, and the sales data would be who viewed your product and how many people viewed your product, how often is it being viewed, which product is the most popular, who's favorite in your Etsy shop, how many views are your products getting on TikTok Shop. And then even if you want to cross compare those two, that will tell you a lot about what your audience is wanting from you as far as your side hustle or your business. This is very valuable so you can know which direction to keep going in. By me posting my Kindle decorating video on TikTok, that helped me gain data to see what they want from me. Now I know for sure that my audience on TikTok likes my Kindle videos. They love when I decorate. They love when I talk Kindle. Anything Kindle on TikTok is good for me because my audience loves it and they engage with it. I guess they can relate to it more. By me posting that Kindle video, I was able to see, oh, they like these type of decorations. Cute, girly, iced out Kindle decorations. My audience really likes this. So let me keep going in this direction. I have a lot of pinks on here. I have a lot of girly stuff. I have lips. I have strawberries. I have white and silver icy. I have a cute little reading buddy up here. So I know my audience likes that aesthetic, and that's what you will be getting to know when you just launch and learn. You can't have everything perfect, because if you spend your time trying to perfect everything, you will spend your time trying to perfect everything. You will never start. So we gotta get the ball rolling. You will learn after you launch. You will learn as you go. One final tip I want to give before we close out this video is, even on the slow days, and there will be slow days, you still gotta keep going. You still have to brainstorm, because if you let a few slow days, a few slow months, yes, months, I'm currently in a very slow few months, but that's my fault. If you let a few slow days, a few slow weeks, a few slow months deter you from going after something that you are passionate about, something that you already enjoy doing, then you will never see what could be, because you stopped at what it was in that moment. You can't see the progress if you don't progress. So during slow days, you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out another strategy, or maybe you need to tweak that current strategy a little bit to see what are you doing wrong. And then you also have to try things. You just gotta try. So let's do a quick recap. First step is the mindset reset. We're gonna have to tell ourselves and let ourselves know that we can do it by keeping our promise to ourselves and doing it. Second, the $0 low-cost blueprint. You're going to find something that you already do, that you already have fun with, where you already have all the supplies, and get it started. Third, you're going to launch and learn. You're going to launch the product on Etsy or TikTok Shop or any other free platform that you can find, or any other free platform that you might be interested in, and you're going to collect data and become consistent. Collect data and give consistent action toward your business. I told you start off with 30 minutes a week. That ain't bad. Then eventually you'll see that you love this so much that it's going to consume your whole week or all your free time, which is not a bad thing. You're in the building process. You got to put in that work, okay? So with that being said, let me know which of these 3 steps are you starting on today. Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out this video where I put these tips that I told you in action. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.